Butler. Please hit the raise your hand function and we'll call on you. We'll start with David Oven and then we'll go to Patrick Brown.
Matthew, how would you describe the mental state of this team right now?
Frustrated, not complacent. Definitely want to get where we want to be, and nothing's going to stop us from doing that except ourselves. So we need to get over that hump. You know, not saying that anything's being done intentionally. It's not a case of, you know, not wanting to do it or not preparing to do it. You know, it's just a mistake here, a lack of execution there. You got to get over that hump of beating yourself, and then we'll get to where we want to be. But our mindsets are all good.
Matthew, how would you evaluate how the defense played? What were some things you guys did well, and what were some things just in the moment after the game you feel like you guys could have done better?
I don't play every position. I just play D-line. So I can speak for the D-line. I can say that we played together a lot more. You know, we played aggressive. We had a fantastic scheme. But scheme kind of goes out the window when you're just playing ball, and that's what we were doing, you know. As a D-line, we played lower. You know, maybe it doesn't show up on the stat sheet for us personally, but we got pressure. We put the offensive linemen on their heels, and that opened up doors for blitzers and for outside linebackers. So that's a good thing. But when it all comes down to it, we did not execute well enough to win the game.
Austin Price, then Steve McGarvey.
Matt, you guys only gave up 2 defensive scores tonight as far as touchdowns, and one of those was a bust. What positives can you take away from this game to make you think the defense is better now than what it was at Arkansas and then previous games?
We've actually been a very good defense this whole year. Like I said in the first question that I believe David asked me, just we have to get over that hump of beating ourselves. I'm talking about whether it be a big mistake that, you know, y'all as observers can notice, or a small mistake that we as players and coaches and, you know, a team can notice. When we get over that hump, to stop beating ourselves, to take away these little mistakes that we have, then we'll be right where we need to be. Because frankly, you know, maybe not everybody would agree, but I don't think that we've been outplayed by an offense this year, beat ourselves. So that just goes back to what I said. Eliminate the mistakes, stop being yourself, and you're where you want to be.
Vince Ferrar, then Gustavo.
Matthew, that being said, in you guys beating yourselves and not having the execution like you need it, considering you're coming off of a open week and you've had a few of those recently, have you guys fallen short of expectations considering all that extra practice time to get some of those things right?
Well, we did not win the game, so we did not meet expectations.
What about specifically on defense, on third down? I know that was something that Coach Pruitt mentioned. You guys didn't get off the field enough on third down.
We have an expectation the number slips my mind, what our team goal is. But me personally, and a lot of guys on the team have an expectation to get off the field on every third down. And that didn't happen, so we didn't meet our expectations.
Gustavo, last question.
Matthew, you had 20% of the team stack. You had 6 for 30. How do you see your individual performance on tonight's game?
I'm all about getting better individually. You know, I take a lot of pride in my game. You know, I put in a lot of work for this game. I love this game. Other than that, I have a reason why I play this game. But when it all comes down to it, like, I'm playing for my guys and I'm playing to win. And, you know, I'm confident that my guys can look at me and see an example. But on the other hand, since we didn't win, I have to raise my level of play. And, you know, best believe I'll also challenge, you know, whomever, including myself, to continue to raise our level of play so that we can win.
All right. Thank you, man.
Have a good day. Good night.